Cheryl, are you feeling better? No, there's a noise in my head and weird headache. I don't know, it's so confusing. It's okay, relax. You're safe now. Or you're with your pack now. Nothing to be worried about now. Since when are you this good at comforting people? What do you mean? I've always been good at this. Well, you dating Lance has some pros after all. I know, he helps me out a lot. You have to tell me what I missed during the time I was gone. You know, I don't want to be left out when others start to gossip about you and Lance. Ew, who are you and what have you done to Goody Two-Shoes Shiro? That language of yours never changes. Good to have you back, Shiro. Good to be back. And don't forget to shower. Rude, I just took a shower. That all you got? Slip. Well, I think not. Come on, Keith. I told you not to hold back. I didn't. He caught me off guard. I win, I win, I win. But still, I win. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty impressive. Good job. Lance, can you help me work on Pidge's stand? Here? She still can't get a grip of it. It's too complicated, okay? I'm going. Never thought I'd hear Pidge say that. Something is complicated. Anyway, care to help me too? Gladly. Oop, fall. Oh, hey Shiro. Help! How are you feeling? Any better? Well, not much, but I don't want to stay in my room anymore. How about we have some pack bonding tonight? We haven't had that for a while. Also, our leader is back. I like that. Count me in. Yes, please, anything that gets me out of this room. Well, that sounds nice. Let's do it. Great. I'll tell Karan. So, what do you want to do? I can choose? You were gone for 5 months, Shiro. Today is your day. Okay, so... I thought something like this would be Shiro's idea. I never thought something like this would be Shiro's idea. I want to hear some Altean bedtime stories. He's 6. Don't judge him. What do you think, Karan? What do you think Karan will tell us? My guess is the most famous bedtime story in Altea, The Prince of Nowhere. My mother and father and Karan told me that story so many times when I was a child, and never got old. Space fairy tale? Sounds interesting. Wait, where is Keith and Lance? Shh, it's starting. Long, long ago, in a land far from the known galaxies, there was a young man who lived nowhere. He walked across lands and never stayed in one place. Everyone who had met him called him the Prince of Nowhere. Wait, what? I don't know. Karan wanted me to help him. No talking. Okay, Little did people know this prince had such a tragic fate. He had watched his home burn to the ground because of his own evil family's doing. Imagination. He was the only survivor of his family and got banished from the land he had once owned. Now he travels around the world, helping as many people as he can, for hope that one day he'd be redeemed and find the place he could call a new home. Isn't that too dark to be a child's story? Wait until you know about Up to Death Star. One day, during a rainy day, while the prince was walking near the beach, he found a woman, a fancy dress, dancing gracefully towards him. Ah! Oh. I should be surprised, but I'm actually not surprised at all. So this is why you guys were gone, huh? Yeah. Actually, it was me who was gonna play the prince, but Keith didn't want to wear a dress, so I took over. Look at this, it's so fluffy. I feel so soft and gorgeous. Thank you, Al. Thanks for this, Al. You're welcome, Lance. Lance, no talking on stage. You really look gorgeous, my lady. Ah, thank you, my handsome prince. Alright, may I continue? Okay, good. So, the woman dancing towards the prince. And she fell. The prince caught her before her body hit the ground. The woman looked up at the prince with eyes full of love, and then she passed out. Good for Lance, he doesn't even have to act for this part. When the prince looked at her closer, he's shocked. The woman is his old lover who had betrayed him years ago and brought his family to doom. Wait, what? He didn't know what to do, his heart filled with rage and vengeance. But because somewhere in his heart he still loved her, or because of the goodness in his heart, no one knows, he decided to help her, brought her to the nearby cave, and waited for her to regain consciousness. Finally, the woman woke up, saw the prince, and started to cry. She started to apologize to him, said, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm not strong enough. I'm sorry. I couldn't give you what you want, and started to tell him everything. Turns out she didn't betray him by her own will. She was controlled by the witch. After the witch's spell fell off not so long ago, she spent her life trying to find the prince, just to apologize to him, just to tell him that she still loves him. The prince, shocked by everything she said, didn't believe her at first. He stood up angrily and left the woman there, not looking back even when she's crying for him. Why am I crying? But unfortunately, the enemy was waiting for him outside the cave. Laura, I am a bad guy. All this time, they were stalking the woman, waiting for the right time to end the prince. They attacked him. The prince prepared for the attack. Ah! The attack never came, because the woman used herself to block it. She collapsed. The prince fought off the bad guy with rage. After he won, he came back to the woman, pleading for her to stay alive. But it's too late. She said her final words to him. I love you. And then she's gone. After he buried her body, no far from the cave, the prince decided that he will stay here. Finally, he has a place to stay once again. The end. I hate this. Go back. Why? Why did she have to die? No, I won't let you die. It's okay, kitten. It's the woman who died, not me. I'm here. Actually, there's another version where the woman didn't die, but fell into a deep sleep, waiting for the prince to someday find the way to wake her up and be with her again. Also, an unofficial sequel where the woman was resurrected but lost all of her memories, so the prince had to find the way to bring it back. And why didn't you tell that version? Why? Well, it's less famous, and in my opinion, this ending is more satisfying. The Altanes are sadistic. Did you really think telling this to your children? Why does every girl I have to die to create drama, by the way? We should start from these two. Another week passed. Good job, everyone. I'm glad you never lost sight of the mission while I was gone. You're looking better. I'm not a fan of that hair, though. But yeah, you are. How are you feeling? Thanks for the honesty. Also, I'm good. Better than before. Anyway, look, Hunk and I have something here. So we downloaded intel from that Goro base we just defeated. The quantum folded encryption. And I found something about Lotor. Lotor? Yeah. And I think we can pinpoint his location. Look at this. What is that? Wait, I think I know what this is. It's the trans-reality comet. It's a trans-reality comet from another reality. But how could Lotor get his hands on it? Nothing except Voltron could go past the gap between realities. Nothing but Voltron and the comet itself. Look, this picture was taken a few months ago. The comet has fallen into our reality, and then not long after that, Lotor discovered it. That comet is made from the same material as Voltron, so we can make something to track it down. Great, do it. Let's set a course for the Varkar quadrant while they get started on that detector. We need to work fast. We can't let him do what he planned with that comet. You say it like you know what he's planning, Allura. No, just whatever it is. It might not turn out well. Okay, what should I do next? Door open. Hey, I'm back. Hey, you're late. What, really? Oh, man. Here, info about the mission. Read. And seriously, it's past midnight now. Where have you been? Normally, you never want to stay up past 10 p.m. I'm with Pigeon Hunk being their slave while they're doing science and techie stuff. Wow, you're so brave and proud. You don't understand a word they said. Yeah, I can feel you. Anyway, read that. I want to go to bed now. You make me forget how to stay up late. Lance, catch. So, should we install this only to the castle or the lions as well? Think of that later. We still need to calculate this one. Guys, Wait, Shiro's back now, right? So, are we still... Huh? Oh, I don't know. Maybe back to normal? What do you think, Lance? Keith, can I talk to you as a leader for a moment? Yeah, sure. But just asking, why don't you go talk with Shiro? He's more experienced being a leader than me. You're the only one I trust to not judge me with this. Okay, I'm glad you think that. Well, I've been doing some math. With Shiro back, that makes 6 paladins, but there are only 5 lions, and if I'm right, that's 1 paladin too many. Solid math. Look, when Shiro takes over the black lion, you're going to want your red lion back. If I get a lion, I'd have to take blue from Alora, but she's progressed a lot faster than any of us did. She might even be able to unlock powers we don't know of. So maybe the best thing I can do for the team is step aside. What are you talking about? Not that I'm going to leave the pack, of course, but this isn't a participation game. This is war. And you want your best soldiers on the front lines. And you are one. You're our sharpshooter, remember? Red even chose you by herself, and you're the one teaching Alora to fly blue, and you can keep everyone's shit together. You keep my shit together. But still, I'm not the best soldier. Yeah, Pidge isn't too, but she is a genius while I'm just shooting things. Look, you don't have to worry about who flies what. I'm sure things will work themselves out. Okay, thanks. And Lance, leave the math to Pidge. Stop making fun of me. I'm your bae. No. And go to sleep already. You let me go first. Hola, ma. Guess who failed the mission? Get back to the castle. We're succeeded on one thing, but overall we failed, and Shiro's plan almost got us killed. I don't know if it's just me, but I think there's something strange with Shiro. His commands were less compromising, and I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Maybe it's because of him getting captured by Galra twice, and Black doesn't let him pilot him, so he's stressed out? I don't know. No one seems to notice, though. Maybe I'm just overthinking.